Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here and it's time for book 7, the final book in my Round the World in 2 weeks books. So fingers crossed, the last one was a dud. I've had some good books in here but 2 DNFs. So fingers crossed this one is one that I'm really going to enjoy. I can't remember what the books are, so it's a surprise as much for me as it is for you. So let's see what this one is. Okay, I'm really excited. I forgot I put this one in here and it's one I've wanted to read for ages. This is Molokai by Alan Brunert. I heard about this first on Sam from Thoughts on Tomes channel and I believe it's her dad's favourite book, and so she finally picked it up a while back and absolutely loved it, and from the description I just thought yes, this is definitely for me. From what I remember, it's set in Hawaii. It's following a 7-year-old Hawaiian girl and yeah, from what I can remember Sam saying, it does involve the theme of leprosy, which is not something that I've seen covered often in books. I think there was a Victoria Hislop book I read a while back that I really enjoyed that had leprosy in, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one and seeing what I think. So let's see what the gifts are. So as usual, I'm going to open this first, which gives me a bit of an idea of the place that the book is set. Okay, so Janet has found out some bits about Hawaii. Its nickname is the Aloha State or Paradise of the Pacific. Its motto is, I'm not even going to try and say that, but in English, it's the life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. Hawaii is the 50th and most recent state to have joined the United States of America, having received statehood on August the 21st, 1959. Hawaii is the only US state located in Oceania and the only one composed entirely of islands. Hawaii's diverse natural scenery, warm tropical climate, abundance of public beaches, oceanic surroundings and active volcanoes make it a popular destination for tourists, surfers, biologists and volcanologists. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, she has again really outdone herself. So let's get into this one first because it feels interesting. So I don't know how Janet's done it, but this is by far my favourite sweet in all of the sweetie land. And these are pineapple chunks. They're my favourite sweet. I love them. And so I'm very excited. This is a huge bag of pineapple chunks. It's going to take me all year to eat them, but I shall enjoy a few while I read the book. Right, now I'm going to open this one, and from experience, I think this might be a bookmark. I was right, and as always, it's a beautiful bookmark. It says, ride the waves, make a splash, get lost in a book, beach rules. It's all very beachy. It's got beach rules on it. I love the colour, so that's going to be going into the book while I read it. Okay, let's open this one next. Wow, she's outdone herself with bookmarks. She has got me a bee bookmark. I'm not sure if you can see it properly there, but it says Queen Bee on it and it's magnetic, which I really enjoy. Okay, let's try this one. Wow, I'm really excited about this. It's organic hibiscus tea. And it looks like this in a pouch, and it says hibiscus is called roselle in Thailand, where widely drunk as both hot and cold beverage throughout the day when brewed with palm sugar, a twist of lime and served over ice. It's called nam krachap, a deliciously refreshing drink. Oh, this sounds really exciting. And I've got the feeling this ties in because of the hibiscus. I'm wondering if hibiscus is something that's grown a lot in Hawaii. I shall be trying this out, definitely. I might have to go and make myself a cup of this in a minute. Okay, I've still got 2 left. She's really treating me. So here's the next one. I absolutely love this. It's a notepad. I'll open it to show you a bit better. It's a memo notepad in the shape of a bee, and it's sort of a pad. This will be great. We have a little drawer downstairs. We call it the man drawer. It's where all the knick-knacky bits go, like pens and rubber bands and batteries and whatnot, and we always keep paper in there so that we can write shopping lists. So I shall put this in there and that will be great for my shopping lists. And then there's one last one left. Blimey, she's really outdone herself. I'm so lucky. Oh, this is awesome. And I think it might have gone with one of the other books that she got me recently. And this is a pineapple notebook. It's lovely inside. And I think for one of the other books, she got me a palm tree one, which is very similar. And I've already started using it. So this is definitely going to come in handy. It'll be great for writing my notes on the books that I'm reading and video ideas. So I'm really excited about that. So many lovely goodies, but it's time for me now to go and make my tea, suck on a couple of pineapple chunks and start reading my book with my beachy bookmark in, and I'll come back to you in a bit and let you know my thoughts. So it's quite a bit later and I have now finished Molokai by Alan Brunert, and I wanted to talk to you about it. This was a slow burner. It certainly took me a lot longer than any of the other books to read, but it's one that I'm really pleased that I took the time out to read, and I really enjoyed it. Set between the years of 1891 and 1970, we're following Rachel from the age of 7, and at 7 she lives in Hawaii with her family, and she is discovered to have leprosy. And at the time, the lepers on Hawaii, Hawaiians didn't have a very good immune system. There was lots of them getting leprosy, and they were sent and exiled to a colony, to an island of lepers just off the coast of Hawaii called Kalupapa. I probably said that wrong. It's a real place that the author has researched and looked into. Through Ruth's story, we learn both her story, which is fictional but could be real, given the amount of research that I think the author has done. So we follow Rachel, we learn about the characters that she meets, the relationships she makes, how it is living on this leper colony, and then we also follow science and scientists looking to find a cure, to find and discover what is causing this. We also look at things going on in the wider world, Hawaii becoming part of America. We have Pearl Harbor and the bombing there. We have various other things going on in both politics and in the world and the outside world, which actually the leper colony is slightly removed from. Because they're sort of a place on themselves. They don't necessarily get the information as fast as others, and I really enjoyed this. It was a really good book, set over a number of years, and was really moving. What I also really liked is that this book included some real diversity. We had a transgender character that played quite a large role in a section of the book, which I thought was really interesting, and we had a number of characters from different walks of life and a number of religions that were discussed. Interspersed in here are also Hawaiian legends and Hawaiian pagan, I suppose they call it, but Hawaiian religion and myth. And we discover things like the story of Maui, who I have learnt to know the name of from being forced to watch Moana about 1,000 times with my daughter. But just some really interesting Hawaiian stories and things and tales that are passed down from family to family, from mother to daughter, from grandparents to children, and I really loved that part of it. I loved reading those. I thought they were a really lovely additional touch. So I really enjoyed this one. I gave it 4 stars, and it's definitely one that I recommend. I think I would have given this 5 stars had I felt slightly more connection or emotion. I felt like we were sort of looking in on this story, and although I really enjoyed it and I did feel for the characters, I didn't really have a strong connection with our main character, enough to make me really sort of emotional, which is what I really look for in a 5-star read. So I did end up giving this one 4 stars, but I definitely recommend it, and it was just the perfect way to round up my 7 books and 7 countries. I've really enjoyed this project, and I definitely think it's one that myself and Janet will be doing again, maybe with a different theme next time. We haven't decided, but keep an eye on both our channels for announcements when we decide what it is we're doing. Obviously a massive thank you to Janet, because without her this wouldn't have been possible, and she picked the amazing gifts notes for me and really made this project perfect and really fun to do. And even though I had 2 DNFs, I don't mind having 2 DNFs because I read some books off my shelf I might not have got to. I discovered some really good books, and it was just a really fun and exciting project to do. So anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed watching it, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now, BookTube.